Hi friends, ready for another episode of Dishes with Dayz, Thursday night edition. This is my hook, guys. As completely lame as that is. You can't even see my face, you can just see my breasts. I don't know how to fix the camera so that it's not doing that, so I'll try to lean forward when I can, but I'm super tired. I worked today 2 to 10, so I just got home. It's foggy and chilly and rainy out yet again. Happy May 1st. Beltane, May Day. It's been a very soggy spring here in New York so far. So, on my way home, I stopped by the bank. I had to deposit a check. My rent is due by the 3rd, and I pay her in increments because I use Zelle online banking, but you can only send $500 at a time. And my rent is $12.45, so yeah. I ordered some more stuff from Chewy today while I was at work. It should be here tomorrow. Every time I feel anxious and nervous about money, I at least try to always make sure that the animals are all set. You know, the parakeets, the cats, the cat litter. I got a new litter mat, and I got some outside bird food. Chewy is a great, reputable company. They stand behind their service. Free shipping and handling for orders over $49, and it gets here within a day. So I think that's pretty cool. And leaves me with a whopping $50 left for my food until next Thursday, but whatever. So tomorrow I more or less have off, but I have to get caught up on sleep because I'm working the overnight shift all the way till 2 p.m. Friday, so that's 16-hour shift. And before anybody verbally spanks me for being an overworker, I'll just reiterate kindly yet again that I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm broke and I need every hour and every dollar I can make. So, and I also answered a local town forum ad that I saw online today about doing some flexible work with helping out an elderly woman in this area with her shopping and errands and things like that. So I hope they choose me, because I could use some supplemental income, and being a truck stop hooker is not going to work out for me. So there's not much to say. I'm just doing dishes. I'm feeling a little lonely tonight. It's a constant conundrum in my life that I'm used to living alone. I'm used to being alone. And lately I'm flashing you guys cleavage a lot, but so what? If I still got it, I'll flaunt it. And all of my tops from Torrid are very low cut, but that's okay. The girls are holding up for being almost 53. I don't know what's happening for my birthday. I know I'm going to lunch tomorrow with Steve. That'll be nice. I want to discuss finances with him, and I have to do laundry tomorrow. A lot of it, because one of my cats got sick on my bed, which I know is disgusting, but so I have to wash the comforter. And what else was I going to do tomorrow? Like I said, sleep. Take a long nap before I go to work at night. I wish I could have said no to the shift, but I'm not in a position to do that. So, today's my mother's birthday, but she won't get my card and my poem until tomorrow or the next day. She was in Florida. I've never been to visit her there. I've never seen where she lives. As a matter of fact, I never found out she moved until a couple years ago when I found out through somebody else. That goes to show the non-relationship we have. But she has an elderly husband, her third husband. She met him online, christianmingle.com. I don't care for the man, but whatever. I don't have to be married to him. And, yeah, so it's kind of weird to take comfort in living alone and my own little quiet rituals and stuff, but also really wish I had somebody to talk to, which is why I started my YouTube channel, so that I can have friends in you guys, and that even something as mundane as this, you know, maybe you're watching with some level of, not so much interest, but like relatability, because I always do feel better when I kind of bare my soul to you guys, and then you say, yeah, I feel that way too, or, you know, it's like a midlife crisis I'm constantly going through. A lot of questioning of my goals and plans, and the fact that depression and anxiety leaves me paralyzed most of the time. For instance, on May 4th, Saturday, I'm supposed to go to the city, the Gramercy Theater, to see Andrea Gibson, who's on tour. She's a very successful spoken word poet, very, very, very passionate poet, which I almost feel like might be a little bit too raw for me right now to hear with the way I've been feeling. And it's also expensive to travel to the city, the train ticket and all that. But I've owned the ticket for well over 2 months now. I bought it when I first learned she was coming to my neck of the woods. And so now I have to decide if I'm going to try to overcome my anxiety and go to the city and avail myself of that. And then the next day, the 5th, I was going to go to my daughter's. And what I could actually do is stay over in the city at Steve's, and then take the train from Penn Station to her town in Connecticut. Or actually, I could go out of Grand Central and then just switch over in New Haven. So, normally that's the type of little mini adventure I would be really up for. And it kind of disturbs me that the older I get, the less inclined I am to do anything adventurous. And even though I whine and complain about not going on vacations or doing fun things, I'm also kind of just an old fart about actually doing them. And I wind up staying home and hanging out with the cats and watching YouTube and Netflix, and sometimes reading and sometimes writing, and usually cleaning something or other, even though my house never really gets fully clean. And this is my life. This is like my proscribed routine, for what it's worth. Here I am doing dishes with a bunch of strangers on the internet. But, Sabina, I'm still really enjoying your uploads a lot. I admire and wish I could emulate your intense sense of organization with your topics and just like staying on point. And, you're just so organized about your weekly recap and your specific reactions and stuff like that. Whereas I'm scattered and all over the place. And I still really enjoy Shaquana Jefferson's content. Shannon, if you're listening, thanks for kind of shouting me out today with answering my question on your video. I like your stories a lot. And I like your style. I like how you're very unapologetically on YouTube. You're totally yourself. You don't say stupid things like, pardon the mess, or pardon the lighting, or pardon my hair. And not to make you out to be my guru or anything, but in a certain way, you kind of are, because I really do respect the way you present yourself with nothing but complete raw honesty. You're not looking for super chats or handouts or money or people who are fake, And I love the way you always say that if you're insecure, you have no business even being on YouTube. And to that I can just say guilty, because I'm very insecure, which is ridiculous at my age. I should just own every single damn thing about me. The way I look, my crooked face, my weight, my messy house, and my situation at work, which I'm constantly complaining about, but apparently not ready to jump ship or really do anything about it. But, yeah, and not to just call out you guys, shout out you guys. I listen to a lot of different people for different reasons, and it relaxes me, especially when I listen to YouTube videos on my way back from work late at night, or on my way to work when I'm feeling kind of like antsy and a little anxious about going in. I listen to other people talk about their lives, and it makes me feel grounded and less alone. And I think that's, the best reason to be on YouTube. Foodie Beauty, I used to, subscribe to her like a year or so ago. I really cared about her. I still care if her health is suffering. I mean, I'm a human being and I care about other human beings suffering, but I can't get too invested in it because I can't deal with people that finally have something bad happen to them, but, they don't listen to any health advice, and we all just get called a bunch of haters. Amberlynn Reed, I have nothing to even say about her. I think she's a trash person. I think she's a liar. I think she's manipulative. a sociopath and just greedy for money and attention. And if she's losing weight, great, fine. Nobody could ever prove or disprove anything, because almost everything out of her mouth is a lie. So that's kind of my life right now. Just working, trying to keep on top of shit. I cleaned my cat box tonight. I took my litter, I took my trash out. And like I said, tomorrow's laundry and lunch with Steve. I'm going to try to convince him to go to Luigi's in town, which has the best Italian food I have ever had. Best pizza, hands down. Best eggplant rollatini, which I adore. And this personal pizza they make with like hot cherry peppers and chicken and like goat cheese. It's fantastic stuff. So I get excited about that because I'm such a foodie. And I'm having a hard time with body image issues lately and my weight. I've been feeling really extra hungry lately. And I don't know if it's because of like my bipolar. I guess that's sort of the excuse du jour these days for everything. Excuse me one second. I'm going to go get a tissue and you guys can look at my incredibly messy kitchen table. But I just feel very noshy lately. Very much like I want to just snack and nosh. Just now I had a slice of veggie pizza that I reheated. And I still have like leftover Easter candy and stuff. And I don't know what to say. I have a hard time dieting. I have a hard time staying on track. And I love chocolate and food is a comfort. So, if I was in a relationship or something, I know it would be different. Every time in my life I've ever been in a relationship, I've lost weight. Well, except for when I was in deteriorating marriages, both times, when I ballooned up to like 260 in the first marriage and 294 in the second one, which was my top weight before I got my gastric bypass. And I'm still madly overweight, and my goal weight is to be about 185. I'll let you work on the math. Don't make me actually say the numbers, even though you can look at me and extrapolate that I'm fat. I do have nothing but respect for people online right now that are on these weight loss journeys that are actually working. Like that incredibly effervescent woman, Stephanie, whose channel is called Holy Crap, I'm Fat. I mean, to me, she's like Lucille Ball. She's so energetic and so honest about everything. I don't know if I'll ever wind up showing you guys the scale or not. Maybe as I get closer to like 200. But not good to obsess, right? I've just got a couple more dishes to do here. I think I'll end this for now because I know it's super boring, but I at least wanted to come on and say hi and stay current and show you my tits. That's really not by design, but if I stand up here like this, you're seeing this nonsense. So, it was nice to chit-chat with you. Thank you for those of you still sticking around to listen to me. I think I'm anxious because I've got that birthday looming up, and believe me, it's not exciting to have a birthday when you're turning 53. Although, that's a dumb thing to say, because what's the alternative? Being dead? I mean, we all get older, right? And it's a blessing, but I don't know. Every single year I just envision like, oh, I'm going to get a manicure and a pedicure and a facial and a spa massage, and I never do. I never do. If somebody, like my aunt or something, sends me a check, it goes right in my gas tank or like for a bag or two of groceries. I still haven't bought groceries in like a month. I mean, I have enough food here. It's just that I miss the days when I could actually go and say, all right, I've got, $100 or $150 to actually spend on food, and I'm going to stock up. But I wind up spending money on Chewy because I want to make sure that the animals always have their supplies that they need. So I guess that sounds pretty mopey. I'll be alright. It's just a mood swing. I get them constantly. I'll probably feel like $1 million tomorrow if I get enough sleep. So I will say peace out for now. Thank you for listening to me and sharing my life a little bit. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Have a peaceful Thursday night or whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Bye.